talk about that as well. Yeah. So any other you want to go, or else shall we go ahead and start the actual discussion? Okay, no issues. So I'm considering that, yeah, you guys are fine. Yeah. So well, can you able to see the screen? Please confirm, all of you.
Yes.
Yeah, fine.
Yes, we
So
are able to see your screen.
right, thank you. So first of all, yeah, thanks guys, thanks for joining. And so here we are gonna cover as part of today's agenda. Basically, I'm gonna give some demonstration. What is ERP? What is Oracle Cloud? How the foundation will stand? What is on-premises versus cloud? What are the environment which we have, like, what are the releases, which you can call it? What different options which you have in cloud services? And also, why should I go for a cloud? Why I can't use on-premises? Within a cloud, what different options which you have, like IaaS, FaaS, and SaaS? What are different offerings which Oracle Cloud is offering? Out of which we are belongs to which offering? And also I'm gonna demonstrate on the overview of the application screen. Once you log into application, how basically application access can be provided, and what different options which you have, like, to implement the Oracle application process, like Oracle, like, there are different processes, like, OEM and AM, like Oracle unified methodology and application implementation methodology. What is different between these two? Why they have segregated the naming convention such a way? And what are different key phases whenever you guys are going to do any implementation project? Why they have segregated that? What we are going to cover in each phase as a functional consultant? Till what extent we are gonna involve in that as a functional consultant? How to coordinate with other teams? Yep, everything we are going to discuss, as well as what are the topics. This is one of the key area you guys should understand to know before enroll yourself, because this is one of the area to understand what modules which are going to cover. In case whatever the modules which are gonna deliver to you. So for example, there are 5 modules which are there. Apart from that, what other modules we have? And also, if I learn 5 modules, I need to work on 5 modules, or I need to, need to support only one module. What different types of projects we have? What different, what different issues which you are going to face, and what would be the expectation from you as a consultant? Everything we are going to cover here. And also training approach. Why should you guys choose then, like, UnoGeeks? Of course, UnoGeeks is a training, institution where it's going to provide all kind of trainings related to Oracle, not only for financials, SCM, technical, integrations, everything. And I'm also one of the trainer related to Oracle Fusion Financials. Yeah. So let's go ahead and talk about that. First of all, what is ERP? Why should we need to maintain an ERP whenever we run an organization? Can any one of you brief in case if you have an idea? And guys, as a trainer, my expectation is proactively participation is very, very important area. Of course, everyone looks like experienced based on the conversation which had happened. So if you involve more, it would be benefit for you only. As a trainer, I'm here to deliver better from my side. Simultaneously, whatever the questions you have, just speak up. Does not mean that, whenever the topic discussion happen, maybe you can, once the topic is completed, or else maybe end of the session, or maybe next day, first 5 minutes, we are going to spend some time to, discuss all open issues. Okay, related to training, or related to any practice issues, or related to any other generic things we are going to discuss. Okay, so well, Basically, ERP is nothing but enterprise
ERP is enterprise. Sorry, I mean you have asked, so I'm answering. Sorry.
Yeah, please go ahead. Go ahead, please. No
Input.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So ERP is the enterprise resource planning system basically.
Mhm.
So earlier what happened, let's say for example, the procurement, finance, both are the separate system.
Mm.
Nowadays, what happened, the ERP all brings all systems or all the subsystems, or I call this all sub modules in a single platform. So that let's say for example, if the procure to payment is concerned, then I have given the PO number. So whether the payment has been done or not, so I can able to see in the same platform itself. So basically, it's a integrated systems rather than the individual system.
You are correct. So, what is the benefit of doing that? Why companies are investing so much amount on the ERPs?
Because it's an integrated part. Earlier, I need to see all the systems together. I can see everything in one platform itself. That's the reason companies investing lots of in ERP today.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, yes, the points, whatever you mentioned, it's 100% correct. And let me add few more points. Basically, as you mentioned, ERP is nothing but enterprise resource planning, where we are going to track all the company's transaction information in the system. So earlier, right, in 1990s, we don't have a system like, for example, let's take, Tally. Just only we need to enter the transaction within like AP related and AR related. So, we don't have any integration between like, POs and inventory related or any other sales order related. Now, the ERP, which is implemented to fulfill all the requirements related to any kind of organization. If something is which is happening in SCM side, supply chain management side, if something which is happening in HCM side, human capital management, if is something which is happened from PPM portfolio management side, if something which is happening in financial side. So here it's a global everything, whatever which you would like to enter anything in ARP. So Oracle, like not only Oracle in the market, there are multiple ERPs are there, out of which Oracle is one of the leading ERP, I can say based on my experience. So where we can enter all the information, basically the main purpose of using a ERP is to track the financial information related to your company. For example, today I am starting one company within Hyderabad. Just assume that. In case if I wanted to expand that, what are other things which are required? One is manpower is required. Other thing is financially, I need to have some financial support. So as an individual, no one is gonna in a situation to afford the financial things, right? So basically, banks are going to provide the financial support, correct? So for that reason, whatever the existing business which you have, if you prepare, if you track the information in the system, so that by that evidences, the reports, by that, okay, bank is going to provide you the financial support or maybe kind of loan facilities so that you can expand your business. Without having that, there is no, without showing any proofs, bank is not at all gonna provide any, kind of, financial support. Let's take individual case. For example, in case if you wanted to construct house, they are gonna directly issue the loan. No, right? They are gonna check your financial record, which company you are working for, what is your salary, okay, till how much they are gonna, issue the offer, issue the like, loan offer. Everything is gonna be discussed. Same way here, it's gonna be applicable for your organization as well. Okay, so and at the same time, ERP is to be maintained to submit your statutory returns to the government. Okay, this is my organization. I am running, so and so year, since so and so year. Okay, so this year, this total my, whatever the, what I can say, it's a total income out of which how much I spent on the, purchases, how much profit I got it. So based on that, we need to submit the statutory returns to the government. The main purpose is to submit the statutory returns. Of course, if you wanted to submit that, basically that's whenever you enter the transaction, automatically that will get recorded in the system based on the technical reporting team. They are going to prepare the reports like what is the sales, what is the purchases, and end of the day, what is the like income. Organization is in a last position or it's in a gain position, everything which we can able to identify and we'll get to know through the ERP system. Okay, is that clear? What is the ERP and the purpose of the ERP maintaining, why we are investing so much amount and all. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, right. Next, why Oracle Cloud? Basically, why you wanted to go ahead with the Oracle Cloud, and moreover, how the Oracle Cloud platform foundation happened. What are the other circumstances created or occurred to create a cloud platform? As earlier, discussed. So earlier we don't have a particular system to maintain all the information in one system. Earlier we used to, let's take here, I have taken few examples here, okay? Let's take here procurement, JD Edwards, Hyperion, reporting, Siebel, CRM, PeopleSoft, Human Resource Management System, Primavera, it's related to project planning, EVS is financials, means these are all different ERPs. How we are calling Oracle Cloud is one of the ERP or SAPs or Dynamics is ERPs, right? So here these are all different ERPs. Of course, each ERP is specialized in each module. For example, if you wanted to record any procurement transaction related, JD Edward would be the best ERP. So that whatever the way you wanted to generate the reports, you can go ahead and generate. Same way Hyperion reporting and budgeting related Hyperion ERP. Siebel is nothing but here like customer relationship management. PeopleSoft is related nothing but here human related employee related information you can track in PeopleSoft. So what Oracle has done before migrating or before defining the cloud, they have acquired or they have buy all this and they have taken each benefit from respective module. For example, procurement, JD Edwards, reporting, Hyperion, and CRM, Siebel. What are the best features which are available in each ERP? And they have developed the application called Oracle Cloud, that is Fusion ERP Cloud Solution. Okay,
I
earlier,
have one question. Yeah,
yes,
I am
please.
clear. So what I understood is that they have given the perfect functionality, but from the Oracle Cloud financial perspective, still I think 80% or 90% functionality still remain the EBS financial. And on top of that, like business units and all sort of things. I mean, of course, you are going to explain in the future, but that they have taken from the people's of. So am I correct on this?
Yes, so when it coming to here, EBS, EBS
Hmm.
related to your financials. So when before cloud, EBS, of course, still EBS RTL, still it is there.
Yes,
Okay,
actually, yeah,
even
yeah.
Oracle is going to support till 2030. Okay, so upcoming
Correct. They
maybe
have
2000.
extended their support. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, maybe in case future they are maybe planning to extend, but we cannot say that. Yeah, but
Mm.
still they are using EBS R12. So EBS R12 equivalent to our Oracle Cloud Financials related to some HRMS, human capital management. PeopleSoft human capital management is separate offering. Of course, I'm going to talk about in the next slides. Okay, so
Mm.
PeopleSoft, so from there they have taken all the best features and they have developed the application called as HCM. Same way EBS, they have taken the features and
Financial
moreover,
only.
yes, 90% of the, I can say 85 to 90% of the
Yeah. It is
functionalities
from the
are
financial.
ones
Still, we
as
have a AP invoices, all table, and that's only one structure is the same. Correct.
structure, everything is same, only the
Correct.
majorly navigation process and all other things it's gonna be different, but functionality wise, concept wise, everything remains same, there is no change at all. But navigation and there are some other activities and there are few activities which are introduced in cloud and we are going to discuss in a maybe in upcoming sessions. Okay, this is how the Fusion
Okay.
Foundation had happened. Okay, so the main reason the implement the ARP cloud, but after acquiring all this, taken the each benefit, each best feature from respective modules, and they have developed the ultimate application called as a Oracle Cloud. In current market, Oracle Cloud is one of the leading ERP. If you see the, functionality wise, respective to the business as well as the cost efforts, it's compared with SAP and other ERPs. cost efforts also bit less. So for that reason, most of the clients are preferring to go for Oracle Cloud. Even few of the clients which are using SAP also, they are migrating to Oracle Cloud because the features which are introduced in a cloud such a way that will be fulfilled for all the organization requirements. And also moreover the service which they are they are providing, that is that is also one of the best features which they are providing. That is one option. And as well as also budget constraints, in case if you wanted to use the or maintain the SAP, there it's going to be huge maintenance and all. But when it coming to cloud, it's going to be very, compared with 60% of the cost is going to be only incurred. Remaining 40% of the, it's going to be surplus to the organization. Obviously everyone knows that these days companies are not ready to invest much. They are trying to reduce as much as so. So for that reason, most of the clients are trying to convert from EBS to cloud, as well as from other ERPs to our Oracle ERP, as well as who are starting the businesses. So in case if they wanted to maintain ERP, their first preference is like mid-level companies, first preference is Oracle ERP. They are referring for based on the like latest records. Okay, is it clear, guys? What is the foundation for Fusion?
Sir, one of the strongest reason is that the security wise, the Oracle database is one of the best security.
Correct, correct. That is, yeah, security is also, see, whenever, obviously, because if you see, when you talk about security, I will tell you HSBC is one of the global, bank, correct? So even HSBC is also
In
using the
Oracle Fusion
Oracle
Financial
Fusion
Cloud.
Financial only.
Yes,
Just
yes,
assume
yes, sir.
that, how the security is, going to taken care by the Oracle. So just
Oracle.
obviously security is one of the main reason also to come all the clients to Oracle. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So let me move on to the next slide. And here you can see a deployment solution where on-premise and cloud. So on-premise, basically you can call this is like as a EBS R12, which is existing in current market. Of course, few of the clients which are already migrated to cloud, and still the migrations from EBS to cloud, it's still happening. Same way, I'm also working for one of the client which is upgrading from client no EBS R12 to cloud. Basically, why should I go for cloud? Why should I am trying to go for cloud rather maintaining a on-premise? Because here you can see here, just we have captured few information related to the difference between on-premise and cloud. It will be easy for you to understand. Okay, it's a just simple generic words. Basically, companies need to buy a server infrastructure, okay, license from the Oracle when you go for on-premise, and also need to have a technical team. Earlier, one of the guy, technical guy is migrating to, or he wanted to convert to functional consultant, because of the technical scope is are reduced compared with your EBS R12 to your this Oracle Cloud. Okay, and also as earlier we discussed, full secured as a serve is in the their premise. Basically, that need to be secured in their premises. Otherwise, it's gonna be big problem for them to maintain the servers and all. But when it coming to cloud, here no need to bother about anything. Everything can be maintained by the Oracle. Here, technical team dependency is reduced, and here no need to take any license kind of thing by client pay depending on the usage server. In case based on your business, what is the usage you wanted to use, based on that you need to pay and use, and security is less when compared with the on-premise. So when it coming to, no need to maintain any security thing compared with on-premise. So here everything can be taken care by the vendor. Who is vendor in our case? Oracle would be vendor in our case. Okay, this would be the main differences between on-premises and cloud. For that reason, the services which are offering as part of cloud, most of the clients are already started migrating to the cloud. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. Of course, here Oracle Cloud releases. Currently, we are in 24A. Of course, here current version they have mentioned like a R1323D. but basically we are 24A. What is 24A? What is R13? Basically, R13 is a release version. Means currently Oracle Cloud, they are maintaining a R13 version. Earlier, how it was R12, same way here R13, everything is in a cloud. Initially, like we have 23D means every quarter. For example, we are in February, right? So we are in first quarter of 2024. Okay, of course, you guys are aware Oracle is a US related. So basically, they are going to follow the US calendar. Okay, so January, February, March, whatever the changes which are gonna available or whatever the changes which are gonna develop based on the client's feedback, every quarter they are gonna release the version with the latest changes. So every year, 23A, 23B, 23C, 23D. Same way, every year, 4 versions are going to be released. Each quarter, one version, which demonstrate the naming convention with 23A, 23. Same way, next, for example, this year, 24A, 24B, 24C, and 24D. Currently, we are in 24A. Okay, so here basically initial the version was like see here release 2, 3, 4. Earlier the versions like that. Okay, now currently we are in release 13 and 24A. So every quarter, for example, what is the use of releasing the latest feature every quarter? The main reason is, for example, let's take I am running one company. I am using the Oracle Cloud. Due to my business, the feature which is something XYZ feature which is not available in Oracle Cloud. What I am gonna do, I am gonna, whenever you subscribe with the Oracle will share all the credentials to you to raise a kind of service request whenever you face any challenges to regular works or any challenges related to issues with your current system or the requirement area. And also we need to raise an enhancement request to the Oracle boss. This is what my requirement. This feature is not required. This feature is not available in the system. So hence it is required. So same way, Oracle is having n number of clients like me or like my organization. So same way, this is one of the feature which I am expecting Oracle to be updated. Same way, like n number of clients are using Oracle. Same way, they are gonna raise their enhancement request based on their requirement. Correct. Same way, what Oracle is gonna do, Oracle is gonna consider that request. Really, it is gonna be helpful from the Oracle perspective, or this kind of request which is raised by one or two clients, or this is the common request for all the business clients which Oracle is using. They are gonna consider that requirement. They are gonna develop that feature and they are gonna release in that in the next releases. For example, last quarter which you received, they are gonna develop that after having a multiple discussions within Oracle, like like an experts, maybe respective module level experts, they are gonna discuss. Then finally, they are gonna, in case if they decided to introduce, obviously they are gonna introduce that. They are gonna develop that. Simultaneously, they are gonna publish that the release whatever the changes which are happen in that particular version, maybe 24A or 24B. Okay, so the main purpose reason behind releasing the the latest changes on quarter basis, the reason behind it. Is that clear, guys? Why the Oracle is taken the and they are releasing the releases or maybe updates on every quarter? Is that clear, everyone? Or any other questions do you have?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Guys, please, in case if you guys have any questions, please make a note and we'll discuss in the last. Okay, end of the day, whatever I'm trying to tell you here, you should be very clear on that. In case if you find any challenges, definitely you can discuss. I'm here to I'm happy to help you resolve all your queries. Okay, next, let's move on to the next slide. As I mentioned here, okay, I decided to go for cloud. What are different options which I have? SaaS, software as a service, FaaS, platform as a service, as infrastructure as a service. Which one I need to go for? This can be depend on your business requirement. In case you wanted to use a regular standard application which is providing by the Oracle, you can go ahead and use the SaaS application. Here you can see no customizations. We have a report customization. Third-party integrations are possible and auto upgradation is possible. So here, whenever I go for SaaS, no customizations are no customizations are possible means, for example, in case if I wanted to introduce any customizations or if I wanted to develop any customizations, that cannot be happen whenever I use the SaaS offering. And also I can have a report customization. We have report custom in case whatever the reports you wanted to customize, yes, we have a flexibility to do that. Any third-party integrations like any invoice flows or any sales orders or any POs which is coming from the other third-party system, yes, or invoices, AP invoice or transaction which is coming from any other third-party systems, yes, integrations also available. And auto upgrade, as I mentioned earlier screen here, if you see every quarter it's going to be released, right? Whenever you go for SaaS, no need to go for any upgradation. Whatever the features which are introduced in the last quarter or maybe next quarter, so just you need to raise a Oracle SR. Please go ahead and do the auto upgradation, which whatever the features which are available in the current system. So that this is going to be available here. As mentioned, most of the clients which they are gonna after this cost wise is less and service wise and the utilization wise, it's gonna be one of the best options. Okay, and fast. So basically, this is something, one of the options which can be used who are running the business maybe more than 20 plus countries, because the requirement, the usage is going to be different from country to country. In that case, SaaS is not going to fulfill all the requirements of that particular business or particular client. In that case, they are going to be used fast. So this is similar to your EBS, but most of the things here, it can be happen in fast. Means if you want to do the customization, if you wanted to do anything, it's going to be available. But the major disadvantage from the fast is auto upgradation is not available. Means the changes which are occurred and quarter to quarter, those are not upgrade automatically. Okay, this is one of the drawback for fast model. But apart from that, if the business is used, definitely it is gonna be fast would be recommended. Currently, I am working one of the on the fast platform for one of my client. Infrastructure here customization allows some access to be DBs like database. Here you need to allow to take care of your security. Something like let's take Amazon Web Services. They are gonna give some space to you and you can implement whatever the application you wanted to implement that. This is used, this as usage is very less. Majorly this SaaS application and fast may be used in case if the business is used. These are all different options which are available in your current Oracle Cloud Platform. This can be applicable not only for your financials. This can be applicable irrespective of any offering like PPM, Project Portfolio Management, HCM, Human Capital Management, SCM, Supply Chain Management, any other platform which you take. Okay, any other any other offerings which you take. Okay, is it clear on the? Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. So as per your experience, the most of the client are using the SaaS only, correct? Even
Correct.
out of the 100, 80% are using the SaaS only, correct?
Yes, you are correct.
Yes, yes.
If the business is huge, so it's going to be not fulfill all the requirements. For the reason they are going to, because they are in a situation to invest that, right? So in that
Correct.
case, they are going to be go for fast. Okay. Well, any
Okay.
other questions from any one of you, please? Okay, I'm considering that no questions. Yeah.
Sir, I
Let's
have. Srinivas.
Yeah, please. Yeah, please go ahead.
Is there any possibility that big organizations or any organizations having the three or two of these together? Like,
No way. Either use either SAS or either use FAS. No, it's not gonna be possible. So you can decide that. Yeah. Okay. Initially only you need to decide that. Yeah. Well. Next, here see, I have taken few important slide which is related to these different options because who is going to be taken care by what. Basically, see here, on premises, as I mentioned earlier, everything on premises is nothing but you can consider like an EBS RTL. Everything can be managed by the your organization only, like applications, data, runtime, middleware, operating system, virtualization, servers, storage, everything can be managed by your organization. When it coming to infrastructure, few of the things can be managed by you, and you in the sense your organization. Few of the things which can be managed by the other managers in the sense like vendor. In our case, maybe Oracle. Okay. So here if you see infrastructure as service, when it coming to platform as service, applications and data can be managed by you. Runtime, middleware, everything can be managed by your vendor. That is Oracle. If you see SaaS, everything can be managed by the vendor itself. Only just they are gonna give a credentials URL. You can go ahead and perform your activities. As simple as that. In case if any issue, if you find any issue you come across, simply you can go ahead and raise Oracle SR and they are gonna support you. Okay. This is
On-premises is totally in EBS only, correct?
correct.
Totally on
EBS.
EBS platform.
Correct. EBS, yeah. It's equivalent to EBS. On-premise is nothing but EBS only, yeah. EBS Oracle is never involved that. Everything can be managed by the you in the sense your organization. Yeah. So this is one of the major area you guys need to understand who can be managed by and all. Okay. Let's move on this. Well, this is one of the important area to understand. So Oracle Fusion Financials module summary. As I mentioned, right? There are different offerings. See here, financial management is one of the offering. Human capital management is one of the offering. Supply chain management is one of the offering. Portfolio management is one of the offering. Procurement, CRM. These are all different offerings which are providing by the Oracle, out of which we are gonna discuss about your financials area. Under financial area, what are different modules, or you can call it as a options which we have. That is a general ledger. This can be tracked, this can be used to track all your general ledger related information. Of course, this would be your heart of the application, general ledger. And accounts payable, this is something related to your vendor related. Asset management, this is something related to your company's asset information tracking. And payments and collections, like this is something your payments, accounts payable payments. Whenever you use some services from the vendor, you need to make payments. And payments is nothing but your accounts payable. Collections is nothing but something which is related to your accounts receivable. For example, you provided some service to some XYZ, so you need to get money back, right? For that you can call it as a collections. Of course, we are going to talk in detail. Okay. And account receivable, obviously it's going to be receivable part. After providing the services, definitely you need to get the amount, you need to generate the invoices, get the amount back from the the services you provided. And cash management, basically this can be used for your reconciliation purpose. And expense management, cash and expense management is nothing but your here like fusion expense. This is one of the area where employee related information can be tracked in your expense management. These are all the different modules which we are going to cover as part of our financial management. Of course, I'm going to show you each module level, what are the configuration which we need to do, what are the transaction process which we need to do, how the training would be delivered, everything we are going to discuss. Okay.
Excuse me.
So yeah, please.
This is all about the ERP, right?
Correct.
And EPM is another
Correct. Yes.
offering, right?
Correct.
Where
Correct.
you handle complete controlling related aspects, budgeting, performance
Correct.
management.
Correct.
Okay, so there is no integration between financial management to the EPM?
So basically EPM related something, yes, definitely every module is having a integration with each here. For example, here financial management within general ledger payables asset management, we have this is, we can call it as a integration between whenever I transfer accounts payable general entries to general ledger, this is automatically can happen. Simultaneously, every offering is interlinked to each other module. If I wanted to create accounts payable invoices through PPM, yes, we can do that. In case you wanted to create a invoice through PO, yes, we can create that. In case if something sales related customer information, if you wanted to integrate it with your financial management, yes, we can do that. In case if you wanted to create any assets by using the supply chain management, yes, we can interlink that. Any employee which is created in human capital management, you wanted to assign the roles to your respective financial related roles, yes, everything is going to be interlinked.
Okay, but
Yeah.
EPM is a separate product, SaaS product, and that training must be taken separately, right?
Yes, EPM is altogether, it's a different EPM module. Okay. So EPM is something related to like, data preparation and all. Okay. Moreover, data preparation and all. Here, as you guys are aware, we are going to cover all this. EPM, basically till whatever the possible extent within these respective modules, we can go ahead and explain the scenarios. But when it coming to the other modules like, project portfolio management and all, because it's a test instance, we cannot able to, but
Correct.
when it coming to reality, when you work as a financial consultant, other team like managers have, each offering level, they are going to maintain the managers as well as the consultant, same like you. Okay. So wherever the activities are involved between the teams, so we need to coordinate. Of course, I'm going to demonstrate on the, that in the next slides how it is going to be. Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
will showcase
Because
few.
nowadays, in reality, I
Mhm.
mean, the procurement module team, the inventory team, definitely processes most of the invoices for accounts payable through PO. Organizations are not encouraging the non-PO invoices processing, like
Correct.
direct FI invoice processing. Either
Correct.
they are linking Coupa, indirect procurement, third-party applications, as you said earlier.
Correct.
So procurement and financial management integration is very critical to understand as a finance consultant.
Correct.
How does the GL account gets determined between materials and also the um, uh,
I-
how procurement PO based invoice processing is interlinked to invoice processing in accounts payable.
Correct.
So those
As
integrations similarly with sales on the side of customer invoice process, like sales order billing, the OTC cycle.
correct. Of course, I'm going to demonstrate on the O2C and P2P in high level. Okay. Basically here,
I mean
see.
the integration points majorly within the ERP.
Correct. So basically, if you remember, so when it coming to the reality, as an individual, as a one consultant, it's never happened to take care total procurement to till financials. So every module have
Right.
their specialist. Okay.
Correct.
Okay. For example, today I'm carrying 20 plus years of experience, even though till today, I never get a chance to involve from procurement to till pay, till financials and the reconciliation process. I got an opportunity to involve with the respective team and, for example, whenever we see some issues in the accounting generation, how the account is generated, what is the configuration which they have done in the procurement side, that kind of
Yes.
discussion can be happen. First of
Yes.
all, I should know, okay, from which is the POI related invoice, this is something non-PO related invoice, everything can be happen like, through integration process. And simultaneously, if you know in a high level, for example, if you know the P2P cycle, okay, from where it starts, as a financial consultant, where I'm gonna involve.
Yes.
Yeah. So if
That's
you
critical.
aware,
Yes.
if you aware that, you can command on your project.
Yes.
If someone asks you to say this PO account is something which is, captured incorrectly, that is not at all your part, but you can command that, yes, I verified the account. This is the account information which is captured in invoice generation. This is something from coming from the PO related configurations. So yes, SCM team supposed to check that. You can comment on that without knowing this.
Yeah, because every material must go and sit into some GL account. So there is a GL determination for all the materials.
Exactly.
As a finance consultant, we must know where is that integration point. If we are aware of that configuration, then as you said, we can collaborate and work with the procurement specialists and sales specialists.
Exactly. Correct. You're correct.
Because
So
it's all agile environment nowadays. So it's we have to work with multiple agile teams.
yeah,
So the pressure is high on finance because finance is the heart of every ERP project. It's interlinked
exactly.
with
Multiple
P2P, OTC, project management, almost all modules. And so these integration points, if we are aware, we can command. We will have a good
Yeah.
command on the project.
Command on this. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is one thing. And other thing is that, see, this cannot be happen in like maybe in a 1 year, or it's a continuous learning process. Okay.
Yes.
So basically, see, even as I said, let's take my example, 20 years. So multiple people are, multiple projects. I work with multiple people, but we never get a chance. But this is what happened. This is supposed to be happen. You will be in a situation to, take care on your respective module allocation. Okay. For example, even I am carrying 20 years experience does not mean that I need to be responsible for all five modules. I may be assigned to either accounts payable, or I may be assigned to account receivable, or else maybe sometimes two modules, or else maybe if the client is small business, maybe in case I need to be responsible for all five modules. Okay, it depends. Altogether, it's different. It depends. Yeah. Just allow me 1 second. Yeah, allow me just 1 second. Okay, fine. Okay, this is all about offerings. Okay, let me show you in the system how basically offerings can be work.
So, one question only. Sorry.
Yeah.
Can you just go to the slide, please? So earlier, what happened that until EBS, basically the procurement is part of the supply chain only,
Correct.
But as you have mentioned, rightly mentioned that in the EBS cloud, they have taken some features from some other modules as well. So let's say, for example, in the first site, you have explained that the procurement has been for the JD Edwards. So because of that reasons, procurement offerings and supply chain offerings is different now.
See, procurement related to, it's not often, but here just we have segregated in case if you wanted to define any product related, okay, cost related can be covered here, supply chain management. Procurement related here, self-service and sourcing, okay, supplier portal, everything will be covered as part of procurement. Of course, moreover, similar, these two are related. Mostly these two can be handled by SCM team only, but just we have segregated.
Yes, same team only, but now the offerings are different because what I understood is that now the JD Edwards, you rightly mentioned that something offering is taken from the JD Edwards and some offering they have taken from the supply chain. Because of that reasons, that's what I understood that because of that reasons nowadays the procurement and supply chain offering is different.
Correct.
Of course,
Yes.
they are interconnected with each other, but that might be the reason.
Correct. But in system separately, but mostly work-wise maybe can be handled by one person, maybe supply chain management.
Work-wise is one person only,
Yeah,
definitely.
correct. Yeah. Okay, well, let me show you the system basically. Okay, once you subscribe the system, I mean application like Oracle, so you will get a one URL. Okay, so here user ID and credentials, you are gonna get that. Let me sign out and sign in for better understanding.
Also, I know, will you
Mhm.
be covering about the landscape today? Like, what is the best implementation methodology and the landscape that everyone must be aware of during fresh implementation
Correct.
or
We'll
greenfield?
we'll
Okay.
talk about that. So
Okay.
see, maybe next 1 or 2 sessions we'll try to cover all this. Okay, I have lot many things to cover. Okay, just I'm going through like just in high level, because without knowing all these, like maybe the services, what are offerings. Okay, maybe in case if someone is aware, that is well and good. Okay, in case if someone is not aware, maybe it will be, I need to consider all the participants, right? So
Yes.
for
Yeah.
that reason, just I'm going through in detail. Okay, yeah. Fine. So here, this is how you need to log in the application. Once you log in it here, you can see here setup and maintenance. Why this is coming? What are the roles which you need to assign earlier, how it is, and all everything which we are going to discuss in detail. But maybe here I've updated everything. Like maybe next initial 1 or 2 sessions, I'm going to demonstrate on this. This is by the time you guys get some idea on the application, if someone is already working or if someone is already aware, that is well and good. But from the perspective, from the to keep in mind for all the participants, so this would be the basic understanding as a consultant should know. For that reason, just I'm trying to cover all this. Okay, so if I wanted to directly jump to the subject, I can go ahead and do that. But won't recommend it. For that reason, I'm just referring all these mandate information should know. Okay, well, so here just go to
So
setup and yeah.
is there financial accounting hub capture anywhere are going to give basic insights in FAH?
FAH is altogether, it's a different offering. Okay, so here we are not covering FAH. Okay, so if required, I can give you some what is the usage of that and all. I will give you some demonstration. But FAH we are not going to cover, because FAH is it's altogether, it's a different thing. Without knowing these financial modules, you cannot able to handle FAH. After getting a real-time experience on these 5 modules, if you wanted to learn that FH, that would be added advantage for your career. Without knowing all this, you cannot, easy to learn FH. Okay, because what is FH? FH is nothing but your financial accounting hub, right? From the data, where the data is coming from, all these generic modules, like all financial modules, the data is coming. How the data is going to prepared, how data can be transferred, everything will be fulfilled here only, right? In your financial modules. Just how it is interlinked, how the data to be transferred, and what information you want to transfer to hub and all, that can be taken care by the hub. Okay.
Yeah,
So
but
yeah.
that FAH configurations also will be there, right? Financial
Correct.
accounting
Configurations.
configurations
Yes.
also will be there.
Correct. That is I'm saying,
That
right? Yeah. Please go ahead.
yeah.
Please.
So are we going to at least give some insights, some basic projects on basic knowledge on FAH also? I
So
think
see,
in every projects, so somehow they are integrating to FAH, all financial models.
correct. So basically, to give a clear information to you, so I will give you some information on FAH, the usage and the theoretical. I'm going to explain that. Practically, we are not going to cover, because that is altogether different. Even when it coming to the reality, once you clear or once you aware all these modules, then only you will understand the FAH. Of course, after training is completed, by using like use case scenarios, whatever which are covered, by taking one example, I'm going to demonstrate on that, how it can be, data can be populated in a page, how where the data can be stored first, how to define that, and in high level I'm going to spend some time and I'm going to demonstrate. But in system, I'm not going to show you, because that is not part of our regular course curriculum. Okay, is that clear?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fine.
Yes, yes, it is not there in content list, but I think it's supposed to be is a part of financials. That's what I was saying.
Yeah. Well, see here, these are all like an offerings. We are talking about offerings, right? Here, see, this is, let's take here financial. See here, as I mentioned, FAH is separate offering.
Separate
Okay,
application. Yep.
separate application. Yeah. Here, human related, order management. These are all different offerings which are procurement, product management. See here, procurement. Here, product management is nothing but your supply chain management. Okay. So here, risk management, here, supply chain planning, some student management, workforce development. This is something, HCM related, workforce development. These are all different offerings which you have. Okay. Under financials, what different options which I have? Okay. Let me go ahead and opt in future. See here, the status by default, it is enabled. See here, as a financial consultant, if you see here, the definition, configure how you manage financial flows, including assets is nothing but your fixed assets, ledgers is nothing but your general ledger, cash cycle is nothing but your cash management, invoice and payments is nothing but your accounts payable, accounts receivable, collections also part of accounts receivable, and subledger accounting and tax configuration. Everything is part of financial. As a financial functional consultant or as a financial technical consultant, they might aware all this. Remaining all are all like, additional skill set. In case if someone is trying to recruit the financial consultant, they are gonna 70 to 80%, they are gonna look for the respective skill set. Remaining 20%, they are gonna consider like FAH or maybe SCM something, who are carrying in a cloud area more than 5 years or more than 10 years. For that candidates only, they are gonna look for the other additional skills. Because when it coming to practically, if you started a career as a financial consultant cloud platform, maybe just consider 2020. Today we are in 2024. In 4 years time, it's very tough to get a knowledge at least on 2 end-to-end modules, even in financials. If someone is expecting that, maybe, practically that may not be true.
Yes,
Okay.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yep. In any medium to large scale implementations, you will have a dedicated full-time employee resources for each one of these sub modules, like for AR, AP, fixed assets, GL. There will be a dedicated teams, agile teams.
Exactly. Because see, if you work
It's
for the
huge
one
data.
project, 3 years, if you work for one project, you will not get a chance to even learn your total 5 financial modules. Either you support for 2 modules or maybe 3 modules. So the expectation also maybe the companies may expect, but when it coming to the practical experience, if the person is really genuinely worked, if they practically know, they aware, but in the current market, they are, expecting such a way, but it's not at all acceptable. But if you are good in respective 5 financial models, that should be sufficient to survive in the IT industry. Based on my experience, I'm saying, okay, if I know that, if knowing half of things, it's really doesn't work. If you are good in 5 financial models, yes, I'm good in 5 financial models. I can do any kind of configuration. I can fix any kind of issues. If you are in a situation to command that way, definitely, you'll be in a situation to manage, or you'll be in a situation to just survive in the IT industry. Okay. Well, see here, under financials, what?
One question,
Please.
one
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
So until EBSR 12, as you know, we are going for the licenses. So
Yes.
same thing now is converted into the offerings, correct? Like finance offerings, order management offerings, that sort of thing. So based on our requirement, we need to go that whether we are out for these particular offerings or not. And based on the offerings, Oracle is charged from us, correct?
Correct. That's correct. Depends. Simple. Usage and pay. That's it. Based on usage, you need to pay. If I wanted to use this thing, they are going to charge something. If I wanted to use this thing, only out of 10, I wanted to use only this 5. Yes, I can do that. That way they are going to charge. Even in financials, I don't want to use 5 modules. I wanted to use only AP and AR. Remain things maintained by some other system. Yes, Oracle is going to provide only offerings for these 2. That is also possible. Okay, it depends on the usage. Simple usage and pay. That's it. Okay. Well, here see financials. Under financial, what we have? General ledger, supplier related. See here, all supplier related, and cash management, expenses, fixed assets, customer invoice processing, under which you can see receivables. Cash management is going to be used for both AP and AR. Once the payment, once the receipt is done, how it is fetching into your cash management and all. You can see, we can see the reconciliation, what is auto reconciliation and all. Okay, the intercompany and the some intelligence, some business related, like the financial business analysis. This is some lease account. These are all a part of financials. Okay, majorly here the 5 modules: general ledger, AP, AR, fixed assets, and cash management. These are all the core 5 modules, and 100% usage whenever you are going to subscribe the Oracle application. Okay, this is how you can. Why these by default its features are enabled in this instance? Any one of you, please? How in real time it's going to work?
Because we have not opt for the offerings.
Basically, as this is a test instance, by default it will be enabled. In real time, you need to enable that, and respective whatever the features you wanted to enable, you can go ahead and do that. It's a test instance. By default, everything is enabled here. Okay, it's everything is available here. For example, in realistic, so whenever you work for project, in case if your company is not using FH, first of all, this feature is not at all going to be available there. Only respective offerings, whatever you subscribed, whatever the amount, whatever the offerings, the package which you paid, only you will get that. Okay. Yeah.
Majorly the big players are the are a silver partner or platinum partner with Oracle company. Those partner implementations, they'll receive an email like this customer has chosen you as an implementation partner, and these are the subscriptions he has purchased. Based on that email, we can activate.
Correct. Yeah. That would be the realistic scenario. Yes. As I mentioned here, these are all different different modules which you are going to cover here. See, as part of financial management. And let's move on to the C here. Comparison OEM and AM. Basically, Oracle Unified Methodology, application implementation methodology. See here. Both are having a same kind of the purpose usage, but only the naming convention it's going to be changed. For example, most of the companies, they are going to use OEM, that is something like here Oracle Unified Methodology, and AM, application implementation methodology. Okay, so here depends, I can say 50-50. For example, earlier whatever the clients, 5 to 6 client, we used to have a BR100. My current client, which they are using a OEM, that is, we can call it as a MC50, the document name. Earlier in EBS as well as the AM methodology, we are going to call that as a BR100, business requirement document. Here MC50 is nothing but managed configuration document. End of the day, both are same. TE20, test configuration. TE40, some system integration testing. So this is all the different naming convention which we are gonna use as part of your OEM and AM. Process wise remains everything same, guys. Don't confuse here. Okay, the naming convention bit different, and the document naming convention is bit different. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. Of course, here key activities by the phase, different phases which we have. Whenever I go for implementation as a consultant, or whenever the company go for implementation as per the process, first you need to design your project. Basically, you need to plan the project, you need to conduct the kickoff meeting, of course, which we are going to discuss once the sessions are completed. I'm going to talk about this in a high level. I'm showcasing here, I'm demonstrating just for your understanding. Once the sessions are completed, just will by the time you guys know the total configuration and how it can be happen and all, so that you guys can easily understand that. Okay, project design, then configuration is nothing but you are implementing your process, and validation is nothing but once the configuration is completed, validating all the configurations, and transaction process is nothing but transition, and realization, how it's working in a realistic, how the once the configuration is completed, how the actual transactions are hitting and all, we are gonna see here. 1 second. Yeah. So let's move on to the next. So here, when it coming to our training approach, basically regular sessions are gonna be happen from Monday to Friday. Here mentioned Saturday. Okay, in case something, if the sessions are not happen any day due to instance issue or any other some issue, we may have a sessions on Saturday. That should be based on our, proper communication. Okay, and every session will be more interactive, guys. My expectation is, as a trainer, whenever you guys are raising more questions, whenever you guys are more interactive, either right, wrong does not matter here. Everyone is here to learn. Okay, so you guys can raise your questions so that I'm always happy to answer. Okay, and also once the session is recorded, okay, in case, for example, whatever may be the reason, in case you miss the session, okay, so basically how how I can go back the yesterday session. So for that reason, we are recording all the sessions so that you can go ahead and refer whenever you get a time, and the recording session will be placed in the share folder and access will be provided. That would be lifetime access. You guys can go ahead and use that. And course duration 8 weeks. In case if the course is not delivered maybe in 8 weeks, maybe 1 week maybe extended. That depends on the regular topics coverage and all. Okay, maybe 8 weeks will target to complete 8 weeks. Maybe in case 1 or 2 days, if something not completed within timelines, maybe we can take one weekends long hours, that way also we can complete that, not a problem. Okay, and here whenever you guys are going to discuss every the regular configuration, everything can be realistic. For example, if I wanted to do any configuration, let's take prepayment configuration I'm doing. If I wanted to do the prepayment configuration, first, what are the prerequisites? What are the setups which I need to do? How I need to perform the transaction process? That way, every activity we are going to discuss that. Okay. And application access will be provided for the duration time. Later on, maybe in case still if you wanted to access and all, maybe we can talk and that can be, discussed based on the need. And resume preparation, once the training is completed, you guys are in a situation to attend the interview. Maybe we are happy to help you the resume preparation. Job support will be provided on the need basis, like, whenever you see the any open open positions, and we are going to share the job description. Based on that, you need to prepare and you need to attend. In case any additional support is required, maybe we can talk one-on-one. Okay, and help in like interview question preparation, as well as the what kind of questions they are going to ask and all, we are going to share it to you once the training is completed. That should be sufficient to prepare yourself. So guys, one thing, okay, whatever the training which you are going to cover here, that should not be sufficient. Okay, so basically you need to upgrade yourself on day-to-day basis, and you need to make a notes. Okay, for example, if something which learn something new in your day-to-day process, definitely you need to make a note, and you need to improve yourself such a way so that that will enhance your career. Okay, I know these 5 modules, okay, I wanted to stick. No, it's not like that. Whenever you get a chance, try to learn yourself. Otherwise, if you don't want to extend your knowledge or enhance your skills in current industry, very tough to manage. So always, whatever the changes which are happening in your respective activities which are handling, just try to refer that and spend some time weekends, so that way you can enhance your knowledge and enhance your skills. Okay, well, as I mentioned, what are the topics which we are going to cover, right? So here, if you see, this is how we are gonna maintain the activities. First, if I wanted to do the general ledger, what configuration which I supposed to complete before starting the transaction process? This is how you need to complete your configuration. Of course, transaction process, what different transaction process which we are gonna demonstrate as part of your this regular course or regular training. See, mostly I can say, I can't say that maybe 100% is covered. I can say that 75 to 80% of the regular scenarios which we prepared based on our experience in day in and day out. Okay, so these are all the transaction process which we are going to demonstrate, and same way for accounts payable. What are the common configuration for accounts payable? Each and every activity which we are going to show you, as well as the transaction process. If you see in accounts payable, how many topics are there? It's something 47. There are some 100 topics, maybe something, maybe that may be need on client to client, but this would be the generic usage and generic functionalities can be used irrespective of any client.
Can you check if the AR memo lines are covered?
Yes, yes, it is there. It
AR
is there.
memo
Yes,
line.
it's there. It
Okay.
is there. Memo lines, right? Yeah, it's there.
Right.
It is
Okay.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Why
you.
that is there and all, we are going to discuss that later. Okay. But just
So
I'm.
in case of AP,
Mhm.
there is a document recognitions and the basically scanning invoice processes. So that is covered or that one covered?
No, I did not get you. Can you come again, please? Sorry.
Yeah. In the AP,
Mhm.
there is a now we can create the scanning invoices as well, correct? In the
Correct,
basically,
correct.
correct. So that
Yeah, correct. I got it. So basically, invoice creation through image. Yes, I
through
mentioned
images.
this. Yeah, but in a system, in a test instance, we cannot go ahead and create that scenario. But I am gonna demonstrate you how basically this process starts, how this process can be handled. Everything I'm gonna demonstrate in the sessions. Okay. So that should be sufficient whenever you go for discussion or whenever you go for your realistic work. That should be enough to start your work on the image solution. Okay, how basically that works. Yeah,
And so the
Ex
44, sorry, 44, the discount invoice is there. So that is the AI, current AI functionality, correct?
correct. Yes, discount functionality like accounts payable invoice in case if I wanted to get a discount in case in 5 days prior if I make a payment, how it's gonna be get a discount and all that discount functionality. Okay, of course, custom roles also we are gonna discuss. Okay, what is custom role? What is seeded role? Everything, the day by day we are gonna discuss. I don't want to create a much burden on the first day or initial second day, third day.
But it's good that you have already read the discount invoices as well.
Yeah. So everything, see, guys. Moreover, whatever these are all the topics which I prepared based on my realistic experience. This something is not shared by someone else. This is something which I prepared my own, which can be helpful to the participants. They can able to manage their jobs or they can able to crack the interviews their own. The main purpose. Okay. For that reason, just have added. Okay.
and
But sir,
Yeah.
mainly finance processes are mainly finance processes are there compared to APR. That is almost common across the basically the companies. Like supply chain process is little bit different, but at least 80% finance process is same only. So what I'm trying to understand, if we can understand this process, so definitely the 80% will be the same from the finance perspective.
100%, 100% correct. You are correct. So as I said, right, 75 to 80% of the functionalities which we are covering here. Okay, of course, I will tell you whenever you drive a bike or whenever you drive a car. So if you know the standard process, definitely you can, how you can take a turn and all some, something, if the traffic, how to drive and all that can be come based on your experience. Correct. Same way, if you aware on the standard process first on each module, that should be sufficient to do whatever the requirement which come across respective module wise, because by having knowledge on this all this respective module configuration standard process, you can refer some documents and you can able to take some help from the seniors, or that way you can able to manage. Nothing like even till today after having 20 years of experience, you guys believe or not, every day I will spend 1 hour in front of laptop personally to increase my maybe enhance my skills. Without that, it's not at all gonna be possible to survive in the IT industry. We need to
That's
maintain that
wonderful,
kind
sir.
that's kind of enthusiasm we need to maintain. Otherwise, okay, I feel that okay, I'm having 20 years of experience, I know each and everything. Why should I go and sit in front of system? No, it's not like that. Okay, whenever you get a time, not maybe here, maybe after 6 months, once you complete the training, when you started working on that, this would be the generic things which we need to maintain. Of course, everyone is experienced here, everyone that, but these are some basic, things which we need to follow when we are working in the IT industry, right? Yeah,
excuse me,
yeah,
this is Sunil. So
yeah.
by the end of this training,
Mhm.
can we register for the certification exam? And if yes, are we eligible to take that certification exam from the Oracle University?
See, if you wanted to take a Oracle certification without attending this training or
No,
without
by the
attending,
end of this training, by the end.
no. So that's what I'm coming to that point. So your question is, if you wanted to take a training after completion of this train, I will be in a situation to, clear the exam. Correct? That's what your query.
No, what is the process to register and how
Okay.
preparation? Yeah.
Okay. That process part and all, Prasad will guide you. Okay. But in case any additional support required and all, I'm always there to support you. But there are some, that based on need, we'll discuss on that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
got it.
That is something very, what I can say. Even if you want to attend the certification, now also we can able to do that.
Mhm.
But after attending the training also, it's very tough to clear that exam. Something, right, when it coming to the reality, learning is something, the exam is related to something.
Mhm.
Most of the companies feels that, okay, if the certificate is there, they feel that the candidate is worthful. In my perspective, that is absolutely wrong, because when it coming to the reality, when it coming to certificates, is totally altogether different.
Yeah, but no, the certification is a bare minimum for any senior resources.
Exactly.
Senior, because yeah, otherwise the clients would never shortlist. Like
Exactly, but that is not a real. That is actual realistic happening. But
yeah,
when it coming to
exactly.
the ground reality, that is
No.
altogether different.
Yeah, that is after onboarding into the project, that is different.
Totally
But
different. I'm telling
yeah,
you,
but
right? Yeah.
but the door will not open if you do not have a valid certification. There is no point in having knowledge, but a guy with less knowledge and with certification is always given a
Correct.
first preference, especially in the US market.
Yeah.
Nowadays, Oracle certification has
One of the
much bigger values.
Correct. Rather having a knowledge, they are looking
Yes,
for the
certified consultant or not.
correct.
Simple.
Yeah.
So yeah, because after spending so much of effort in these learnings and also managing our work-life balance,
Yes.
if we do not get that certification, then the door will never open.
True.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah,
No matter how much you are,
knowledge you have.
knowledge,
Yeah.
you must get an opportunity to showcase that skill set.
Correct. Yeah.
So
definitely,
just
and
need your
certification
guidance
part.
on that certification.
Definitely. So once the training is completed, definitely, in case any help required, okay, I'm always there to support till possible extent. Okay, does not mean that I cannot, cross my limits as a trainer, but till what extent I'm always there to support. Okay, just keep that in mind. Okay.
Can I have
Sure,
access
thanks.
for this particular Excel file?
Yes, will that can be shared. Okay, that can be provided once you enroll. Will give access to you so that you can go ahead and refer that. Okay, and recording sessions, all this can be access will be provided. Okay,
Okay.
maybe in
Sure.
one in initial 2 to 3 sessions, once it is happened, admin would be there to provide all these accesses and everything. They are going to take care. Okay, so just I will convey the message to them so that they are going to take care. Okay. And same way here, this fixed assets, these are like, configurations, and these are like, the transaction process, cash management. Here, like, automatic reconciliation process, what is external transactions, everything, which you are going to discuss. Here, so we are targeting to complete in 8 weeks time. In case if something which is not moving on as per the plan, maybe we need to extend maybe 1-2 hour session or 3 hour session, maybe in a weekends. Okay, that way we can plan. As a trainer, I will ensure that training perspective, training site, don't no need to worry about that. Okay, so I'm always here to I know what I can say, whatever the commitment which I'm giving from the day one till conclusion of the training, I will be in the same kind of which I will follow. But as a trainer, what is my expectation is doing a best practice, attending the sessions regularly, more interaction with on day-to-day regular sessions. That would be my expectation. Okay, once the training is completed, how you wanted to prepare and how you wanted to attend the interviews, and that is your choice. But attending the trainings and attending the trainings on daily basis, more interactions. Okay, and any queries related to trainings, I'm always, happy to discuss. And whenever you do any practice, any challenges you face, so, you can just post the issue so that I can respond back. Of course, what is the communication and all, we are gonna demonstrate, or we are gonna convey that, what is the approach and all. Okay. And URL, everything can be shared once you guys are subscribed. And tomorrow also, we are gonna allow you just to, to understand. Maybe you guys cannot decide in one day how the training and all, but we are going to allow you second day. In max case, third day we are going to allow. Fourth day onwards, we are going to change the format, and only the enrolled participant can able to attend the training. Okay. This what just I wanted to convey as part of today's agenda. In case if you have any generic questions related, please feel free to
Also,
talk. Yeah. Yes, go ahead, please.
also, try to add this scenario related to FAH module also. So
Yeah.
currently, in my organization, so this is also much needed. So if we get a chance, like to enhance skill on FAH, so at least we need basic insights for this. Okay.
Yeah, basic
So
insights definitely I
hope
can
we are
give.
going to include.
Yeah, basic insight definitely I can give you what is FAH overall, what are the configuration in high level, just like same way how I noted here. That part I can cover. But in system, that is altogether is a different, offering, I can say, okay, because whatever which I committed, it's not part of that. In case something which you wanted to understand more on that, really, maybe we can talk, separately on that. Okay, whatever I committed to deliver, I'm fine to deliver that. This is something which is not in my bucket. Yes, I'm fine to provide that, but maybe for that, we need to talk separately on that. Okay, maybe not, maybe directly with me. We can approach Prasad, so that, because as a trainer, I cannot go ahead and directly speak with you guys. So because I have some, whatever the limits which I have, I can follow that. If something related to trainings and all, definitely anything out of box, definitely you can reach out to Prasad. So that way, in case,
Okay.
yeah.
And in how many months we are going to finish this course?
8 weeks, 2 months. 2 months targeted. In case worst case, in case something sessions are not happening, or maybe in case any issues with the instance and all, mostly we don't see anything, but maybe 1 week we can keep that as additional. Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
hope we are going to include the complex scenarios, like a real time, much of real time complex scenarios as well.
See here, the topics whichever I'm trying to show you here, right? So everything is, which is something end-to-end functionalities which we are going to cover. We are going to do the fresh implementation. When it coming to the reality, okay, this process which you need to do, okay, something which is additional things and all based on the discussions which we are going to do. But this would be the generic standard functionality configuration which you do. Whatever the client which you go, apart from this configuration, you cannot move forward. Once you've done this only, then later, based on this, in case if they ask some additional configuration and all, you can go ahead and understand that functionality. That way we can do that. Okay.
And what about the technical aspects, like the BIP report and all?
BI reports, that is totally purely technical, but as a functional consultant, as a functional consultant, so here mostly like, the BDI conversion, for example, here a BDI, AP invoice, supplier conversion, okay, and everything which we are going to discuss. Okay, this earlier it was part of technical discussion. Whatever till possible extent which can able to cover from the technical side, we are going to cover that. Example, this BDI conversion process. EBITDA open invoice process. Same way for AR, same way for fixed assets. Okay, which you are going to cover. Mostly BI reporting and FRS, financial reporting studio, VI, OTBI, those are core technical areas. Okay, so that we are not going to cover as part of our regular. So see,
at
see,
least BIP, because BIP is important, because most of the invoice processing API AR side, if as you said, the nowadays external interfaces are, I mean, as part of the automation, invoice processing automation bulk, some of the fields are supposed to be sent through Oracle integration. They want to extract few fields. For example, for tax determination purposes, for tax, external tax engines are pretty famous. in the market now. It's a neat skill set. So for them as a functional consultant, FI resource, if I have to support them, then BIP is something that a basic introduction, like the GL, if I want to pass the GL account or the product category or the product ID or any other Oracle parameter field values that must be extracted and then sent to a third-party application for whatever calculation purposes. Then BIP is the only source, right?
Correct.
Some introduction on the BIP, some basic as a functional consultant. Okay, as an FI functional consultant, BIP is so and so as an introduction.
We are talking about business intelligence. We are talking about
BIP extracts. BIP.
BIP.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. BIP reports, that is totally, it's a totally technical team efforts. I can say, Sunil.
Yeah, some
Because
introduction.
Introduction means, see, if I wanted to commit something, see, if I say, okay, today we'll deliver that, and end of the day it's not. See, that is totally technical thing. Maybe in case BIP thing, if you wanted to learn, anyway, we have a technical training separately. Maybe you can request for Prasad to attend that 1 or 2 sessions. That is fine. But
Yes.
functionally, if I commit something to you, it won't be good for for me. Yeah,
I understand. No,
yeah.
I understand.
Please understand from my side also. Yeah. Okay. If you wanted to really understand that BF, it's good that you are in a kind of situation to learn. Really, I appreciate that. Maybe if you wanted to attend that BIP session, okay, maybe you can just request Prasad. Prasad, just I wanted to understand BIP, technical trainer. So maybe whenever that particular discussion happened, maybe just allow me for 1 day. Maybe you can talk with them, whatever you wanted to suggest. That's fine. But that's something which, see,
this is the problem with the finance consultants. We are always sucked into all corners.
One thing, Sunil, correct. But see, one thing, see, we are humans, right? Everything cannot be happening one day.
Yeah, but in reality, in the project, technical people reach out to finance guys, supply chain people reach out, procurement team reaches out. Almost everyone says it's a finance deliverable.
They push.
Exactly. Why the agile train is missed? Then they'll say, okay, the finance consultant didn't provide this information. So in reality, I mean, if you know some introduction, like some basic introduction, then
that way we can manage, not a problem.
Little comfortable in real projects.
That way we can manage.
I'll speak to Prasad on people. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Just try to think from my side as well.
Yeah, okay? I agree.
Because the duration we need to keep in mind. The number of topics we need to keep in mind. Okay, if I wanted to commit something, definitely, committing is very simple thing. But if I don't deliver, even first of all, I won't be satisfied. Okay.
I agree.
I'm not
just wanted to check with you. That's it. I'll talk to Prasad on it. Thank you.
Okay. So in case if you guys have any questions, we are happy to discuss here. In case maybe you guys are clear, and we'll continue tomorrow, same time, 7 a.m. IST. Okay.
Sir, can you just wait for 2 minutes for me? I just need to discuss one thing because Prasad has mentioned only 2 minutes.
Sure. Please, maybe others you can drop off, so maybe we can discuss that. Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah. Bye.
Please. Thanks. Have a good day. Take care. Bye.
Have a nice day. Yeah.
Yes, Niletra, please go ahead.
Yeah, just give me a second. Other getting problem. Other, can you please drop off? I need to just discuss personally. Trainer.
Arya and Mahendra, please.
Hello.
Yeah, Mahendra, can you drop? Yeah, it's sessions.
Yeah.
Yeah. In case
Actually, I do have one question.
Please,
Based on your experience, like recently, my organization implemented the Oracle Fusion. I wanted to check with you, like, is there any possibility that we can go and check with the team that do we have in future any, vacancies within the departments like APER, implement, no, I don't know exactly what we call the team.
Yes, 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 that is a consulting stream, consulting team, we can call it.
Yeah, I do see that their namings like, Mahendra, like AP Oracle team, O2C Oracle team in that way. Just wanted to just wanted to approach them directly, but just having fear that, without having knowledge also that is not good. So
Yeah.
just wanted to go through the course and I wanted to learn the course first. And
Sure.
how you will suggest, like, I don't have any knowledge on C, Java or anything.
See,
So will you?
first thing that, okay, I got your query. So first thing that no need to know Java or C++, some technically nothing is required here. This is totally pure accounting. You said you are working as a kind of end user role, correct?
Yes, end user
So,
from past 12 years.
Correct. End user role, of course, it's a bit delayed, but if you if you started or if you learned something maybe prior to 2 years ago, by this time maybe you settle down in consulting stream. Because me also kind of spend almost 7 years in as an end user, okay, out of my 20 years career, okay. So first learn this course, okay, do your best practice. My suggestion is like, okay, so utilize your time well, do your best practice internally. Once you focus on only one or two modules, not all modules, okay, either APAR or maybe AP cash management, like that, okay, focus on two modules. You can reach out to them. Yes, I'm carrying this much of experience. I trained on this AP and AR. I know total configuration process. I know total transaction process. I will be in a situation to take care of AP and AR. Can you please give an opportunity so that way you can convey? Because me also the same, whatever you are trying to do now, I've done in a first year. Initially, I requested internally my manager, like AVP level people. I'm SME there, okay. So I requested, I learned this course, but I wanted to move to consulting stream. So after pushing hard, after 1 year, they have given me the opportunity with Delhi location. Basically, I'm Hyderabad. They have given me the Delhi location. Without second thought, I simply moved there. I spent around 8 months there. Then later I got an opportunity in Hyderabad in a different organization. That way I settled in consulting. We need to put some effort, sincerity towards our goal. Definitely we can do that. Let's take my example. So yeah.
Sure, definitely. And like, how you will suggest, like, online is something completely, I'm getting little fear about it. I am actually looking for a offline classes, but this is the only place where I can able to see 5-star rating with all, confidence that I am getting.
That's correct. Offline, no. Online only. We have trainings, okay. In case if you wanted to come to office and all, maybe you can talk with Prasad, okay, so that he can guide you. Yeah.
Sure. Thank you very much. I will talk to Prasad and I will try to join tomorrow. Actually, my shifts end around 3 a.m. in the morning.
Okay.
So it's very difficult for me to connect at this time, but I don't have any other opportunities
Yeah,
now.
at least we need to manage that. Yeah. Same, just I'm
The
seeing
only
myself.
thing is, like, how can I able to practice that? Practice is itself, it's difficult for me. So if at least if I could have one, place where I can go and sit some time and clear my doubt, that will be definitely helpful at
Maybe
this
you
point
can
of
just,
time.
anyway, recordings are there, so you can go ahead and refer the recordings. That is first thing. In case, just talk with Prasad so that in case if we have a kind of space, so that you can go ahead and do practice there. Any challenges and all, maybe immediately we can convey so that we'll try to fix that issues. Okay.
Sure. And one more doubt last, Nivas, like, is there any possibility that recently our company implemented this and we can able to see there are a couple of videos that are available, though it's not available for me, but I saw with a couple of people who are working under, Oracle team, they are accessing a couple of videos and they are going through. So will that help for training purpose?
No.
What?
My suggestion is if you go there, it's very tough to understand. First attend the trainings, get some idea on that. I'm telling you, right? It's Mahendra, it's not gonna be one day activity, it's a continuation learning process.
Yes,
First
yes.
2 months, we need to just attend the trainings. Later,
Mhm.
spend 1 month times, do your practice and get some understanding. Later,
Mhm.
you can approach that way, like, recordings and talk with your management and all. That is a secondary thing. First,
Okay.
without knowing anything, okay, it's very tough to, manage all the things. If you get some understanding on the process, then later you can go ahead and do whatever the way you want. Okay?
Okay.
Well,
Sure. Thank you very much, Nivas. I will meet you tomorrow.
no problem. Yeah, sure. Thanks. Yeah, take care.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yes, please.
Sorry. What I'm trying to say, sir, I have just experience from last 10 years into the Oracle EBS R12. And later point in time, I moved to the Fusions, but totally on the support role, and that only one product. So my expectation is that, let's say, for example, whatever the process you determine, so I know that why you are doing this process, because at the end of the day, I done 3 to 4 implementations in the EBS R12 and some cloud upgrade projects and everything. So I'm here from, let's say, for example, 2008. So, sir, my requirement is pretty simple that, whichever the process I'm able to do in the EBS R12 and whatever the confidence is, that the same amount of confidence I require, in the cloud world, Fusion Finance cloud world. Yeah.
Sure. See, for you, it's not a challenge. Okay, I can understand. Okay, Niletra, where simple to get that kind of understanding, to get that command, simple, just do your best practice, prepare yourself, spend some time every day, 2 hours, 3 hours. Okay, once
Mm.
you get some, see, after training is completed 2 months or 2 months, maybe 1 week. So then later you can spend some time, maybe 1 month or 2 months time to refer that, do your best practice, make a notes, prepare notes. Okay.
Mm.
So
Mm.
just reach out to me, or maybe like reach out to me in the sense like training related things, right? So whenever we are gonna discuss on day to day, in case any questions, you can just immediately you can raise a query so that we can discuss. That way you can enhance. See,
Correct.
EBS already worked on the, or we already worked on it. So for you it's a kind of cakewalk, but you need to put some like time, you need to put some efforts there. Definitely you can able to, because the
Correct.
customizations, everything, right? If you are
Correct.
see, end of the day, if you know the if even EBS or cloud or whatever the ERP, if you know the standard functionalities well, if I wanted to
Mm.
create some, in case if I want to open any period, if you know the standard processes, doing the customizations, doing the integrations, it's really not at all a problem.
Correct. Correct, sir. Correct, sir. So,
First, you know
so
that process.
considering,
Yeah.
yeah. So considering that, sir, so I have always a learning attitude, even I have a 10 years experience or whatever, I always feel that.
Mhm.
So considering that, if I can do the training along with you for 8 weeks and simultaneously for the 2 hours I could spend for the, for my
Practice.
testing as well. So that's enough, correct? I mean, not 100%, but at least 70-80% in this cloud financial
Yes,
world.
so you can claim that. Yes, you can claim that. Yes, I trained on that, and you'll be in a situation to, or attend the interviews or maybe internal project opportunities. Yes, you will be in a situation to, attend that.
No, I have an opportunity, sir. I have a very nice opportunity. So opportunity wise, not a problem.
Mm.
Only thing is that the delivery wise, I am little bit reluctant. So I need to deliver at the end of the day. I need to implement the things actually.
Yes, definitely. It will be easy for you once you get a clear understanding, whatever which you discussed. I can say 60 to 70% you can manage that. Anyway, 10, 20% senior people are there. Anyway, whatever the project which you got, 10% which are not at all gonna be resolved.
Correct, sir. Correct, sir. Even in your case also, because Oracle is I can say the C only. So, it's a very big C. So I can 10% can you buy from here and there. Any person can buy here and there, 10% thing.
Definitely. Even till today, even I cannot say that I know 100%. Definitely,
Correct.
we need to learn, we need to move on. That's it. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, based on the
Yeah.
needs and all,
Understood.
we need to move on. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
No
It's a nice
problem. Yeah.
session.
Yeah. We'll meet tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. And from tomorrow onwards, we can do the practice. I mean, we have a little bit on practical session, correct?
Yeah, not maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to discuss again as kind of, yeah, basic some user creation and all we are going to discuss tomorrow. And after tomorrow onwards, we'll start with the actual
Okay, so GL
subject
stuff
to
and all those things will start day after
day
tomorrow.
after tomorrow. Tomorrow, user creation also important, right? User creation, how to create a users, how to
Yeah,
enable the
yeah, yeah.
offerings and all. We
Understood,
are gonna, what
understood.
are the roles and all, we'll discuss tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Thanks a lot.
guys,
Have a
take
nice
care.
day.
Yeah, bye, bye, bye.
Bye.